Hey everyone, I am coming in for a special bonus episode. If you subscribe to the Graced Health podcast, then you probably see episodes that come up in your feed on Fridays with a little lock by them. I wanted to take just a second to explain what that is and let you hear. It's not a sneak peek because it's something that I put out a couple months ago, but a little insight into what that is. The reason I wanted to let you know about it is I love this group. I have so much fun. We have monthly Zoom meetups. So they are live meetups at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on the second Thursday of every month. And so we just have that in the calendar. If you can make it, make it. And sometimes they can't, and that's okay. But it is so delightful for me to get to connect with the community and with the Graced Health Plus community is what I call it. The other thing that I do is I'll send out emails periodically with videos, whether they are YouTube videos or shorts or something like that I think is going to be helpful or valuable. So those are more fitness focused that can just enhance or be a part of your life. Now, one thing I am excited to announce is everyone who is a Graced Health Plus subscriber for the months of November, December, January, and February, that's of 2023 into 2024. If you are a subscriber for those 4 months, then when my book, Your Core Strength, a young woman's go-to guide exercising, eating, and empowered health comes out, you will get a signed copy and personalized to whomever you choose, mailed to you. So this is just going to be my thank you for being a part of the community. And the only thing you need to do in order to get that personalized signed copy is to be a part of this community. So how much is this investment? It's just $6 a month. And the other thing that does is it helps support the multiple costs that I have on the back end. This is a labor of love. And when you are part of the Graced Health community, you are helping to support this mission. Despite common assumptions, there is no money in podcasting. I have talked about that a little bit, but just at its core, podcasting takes money. And I am so discerning on how I choose to run my business that I really don't monetize this very much because I want to make sure this is a place that offers quality content without you feeling like I'm trying to pitch something to you all the time. And yes, of course, I do have elements of my business that I hope that you invest in because I think they're valuable, but this is also just a great way to support. So even if you never come to the Zoom meetings, you don't have to, that's okay. But you will still get that personalized signed copy if you are a member between November 2023 and February 2024 consecutively. So those 4 months. So anyway, I wanted to give you just a little sneak peek at the Amy Uncut episodes that I have been dropping every other week. And when you subscribe, you'll also get a backlog of Your Worthy Body. So if you like to listen to audiobooks, you can find that in season 17. You can join simply by clicking the Join Graced Health Plus for virtual community meetups and bonus episodes in the show notes. Again, just click on Join Graced Health Plus for virtual community meetups and bonus episodes. And now I hope you enjoy this Amy Uncut. Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. It is time for another Amy Uncut. It's funny. I feel like the last couple weeks have been a little bit of a reflection in my own world and mind. And then I'm just passing that along to you because unlike the normal podcast episodes I do, these are often recorded the day before or a couple days before based off of what's going on in my life and where I'm inspired. And so I've enjoyed being able to do that. I wanted to spend some time today on a question that God gave me. That it's, you know how when you're a parent and you ask a question and you know the answer, but you need your children to come to that answer on their own. I feel like this is what God was doing with me. So just to back up a little bit, I think even last week or 2 weeks ago on the last Amy Uncut, I shared about my summers and saying yeses and saying nos and what am I going to say yes to and what am I going to say no to. One of the things that I felt like I was saying yes to in accordance with what I felt like God was leading me to was doing some teen fitness clients. What that looks like is having some scheduled time and inviting young women in the neighborhood and coming in and just doing one-on-ones or small groups or something like that. And I had in my mind, these were going to be in the morning. And for some reason, I have all of the back end stuff, which takes hours to do. I have all of the back end stuff ready to go with that. And there was just something in me and this tension, and I didn't understand it. And quite honestly, I still don't, because I felt like this was something that God had led me to. And I was just sitting in prayer, and I just carved out the space, and I was like, okay, God, I need some guidance here. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this tug of like, oh, I want to because I love working with them. But also I know that I need to be working on this book, and how can this coexist within my time and my responsibilities, and quite honestly, my focus on replenishing myself this summer. And I just sat there for about 30 minutes. And then finally I was like, okay, I got to get outside. So I took my dog on a walk. And I tell you what, the minute I got outside in the fresh air and the sunlight, I heard him asking me this question: where do you want to prioritize your energy? Not what should be prioritized, because in my mind, everything is important. It's important to write this message. It's important to work with the young women. And quite honestly, I wanted to be able to work with the young women and pick their brains about what I was writing. But where is my energy? Where does it need to be prioritized? And at that moment, I got clarity in, we need to prioritize the energy into writing, and not necessarily training in the capacity that you think that it needs to be. Because I've always done like first thing in the morning. So just like I do with so many things, and it drives my children crazy, I feel like this is something that we can actually take and we can apply to our health. So for me, like getting my workouts in does not require energy. It does require energy, but I don't have to psych myself up for it. I don't have to, it's just something that I do. Even if I am stale, like I have been sharing, which I'm starting to work out of that. My husband got a new little toy in the gym, and I'm playing around with that. But anyway, so that doesn't really require a lot of energy for me. What requires energy for me is just being like aware of what I'm eating and how much. Just kind of getting back to that mindful eating, getting back to trying to fuel myself with the nutrients that I need to feel and function well without being beholden to them, without being tied to that. So that's kind of that gentle nutrition part of intuitive eating. My energy right now is figuring out what my morning routines need to look like. And again, that's encompassing my quiet time. That's encompassing my exercise, writing goals I may have. I'm trying to get about 3,000 words a week written over the summer, which should get me to my goal by the end of, I don't know, I haven't done the math, but somewhere by the end of the summer. And again, just allowing myself to relax. And so I guess I would throw that back on you of where do you need to prioritize your energy? And energy. I don't know why I keep mumbling that word. I think we have to give ourselves the grace and the space to say, I need to focus on a certain thing right now. I need to focus on figuring out how I want to exercise, or maybe exploring new workouts or scheduling that in. Or maybe it's I need to focus on meal planning and setting myself up for success and having the foods that I know make me feel well on hand so that I can eat those rather than grabbing the potato chips or grabbing whatever the food is that you like to grab. And that may mean deprioritizing some of the other things. Not everything can be a priority, just like we talked about last time. What's my yeses? What's my nos? So I wanted to pass that along. I'm still figuring out the whole girl thing. I may just kind of on one-off basis train some young women. And this morning I've been thinking, well, maybe that would work well in the afternoons when they're like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know why this has to be so complicated for me, but it is. So there you go. There is your question today to consider, is where do you want to prioritize your energy? Now, a couple reminders. This is coming out on Friday, June 2nd. Tomorrow, June 3rd, I have our live Be Complete at 8 a.m. Central. I think that's when I scheduled it. I should remember this. 8 a.m. Central. Yes. So I will be sending out some links, and I hope that you can join me. And if you can join me, I will have a call to action on this email. Please let me know, because if no one shows up, then that's good for me to know as well, if no one can make it. And then also we have our monthly Zoom meetup next Thursday, June 8th at 6:30 p.m. Central. So I will be sending out the links for that as well. So I hope to see I hope to see you at both of those, but I certainly understand if you can't make it. And I know some people have some big celebrations coming, especially on the 3rd. And we've got weddings around and other things. So I understand if you can't make it, but I sure would love to see you. So that is all. And until next time, I still don't have a sign on. I still don't have a sign off. Let me know if you think of a good one. Have a good one, you guys. Bye-bye. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you consider joining the Graced Health Plus community. It's so fun to see your faces on our monthly Zoom meetups. So I hope to meet you there. And I hope to be sending a personalized signed copy of your core strength to you soon. And of course, if you don't want that, I can also send you your worthy body if that's what you prefer. Either way. Okay, that's all. Have a grace day.